Oh, good morning. So we'll get in a comfortable seated position. And I think today is the full moon, the blue moon, so pretty auspicious time frame. And I was reading about different rituals um, because times like this, we kind of have an opportunity to release things into the universe. So, one idea, if you wanted to do it, is you could think about go into a meditation and think about something, or maybe there's several things that you want to release. And so, what you would do is write it down on a piece of paper and then roll it up and tie it with a red string or yarn or whatever, but it should be probably red or orange. And then tonight, sometime at the full moon, um, you could take a bowl or go outside if you have a fire pit and just kind of take a few breaths, get into a meditative state. And when you're ready to release, you'll probably know, ready to release it, you would just throw it onto the fire and then just watch the smoke go up and watch it release and be gone. So that's an idea. I think I'm going to do it. There's a few things that have been kind of going around lately inside myself that I'd like to kind of clear out. So, anyways, close your eyes and just begin to connect with your breath. Without changing anything in your body, just begin to notice maybe where the tension is, where the thoughts are trying to dart out to, and just come back to your breath. And begin to feel into that pause at the end of the exhale. That stillness. And maybe even take a moment now to feel into what would you want to release? What is not serving you? And even in our practice today, tapas is a meaning of heat, release. So as we move into our practice, and maybe the practice, some of the poses are more difficult, you could imagine that heat of difficulty just releasing whatever it is that you're trying to change or just get rid of. So just gently open your eyes, and we'll just start really quietly just by doing some big circles with the body. The chin comes down as we come forward, back when we go back. Just big circles, starting to open up that low back. And then when you come forward, we'll reverse. And then come back up to neutral. And we'll take our left hand down onto the mat and lift the right arm up and over. And just release the head and the neck and just take 3 breaths into the right side of your rib cage. And then on your next exhale, drop the right hand down, lift the left arm up and over, 3 breaths here. Big, deep breaths. And then come back down. And we'll take the right hand to the outside of the head, drop the right shoulder as we draw the ear to the shoulder and extend the left arm out. You can move your head forward slightly and back, and you'll feel different areas of the neck. And then move the hand to the outside. Help the head back up as you move the left hand to the side of the head. Drop the left shoulder and extend the right arm. Just gently moving the head forward and back. And then help the head back up, and we'll move the left arm, palm facing up, bring the fingers into the body. And then make a fist, draw the fist in. Circle the wrist, right and left, and open and close the hand. Shake it all out. And then draw that arm to the body, elbow to elbow, drawing it in. And then lift the elbow up. Chin is level with the floor as you move the fingers down the middle of the back. And then release that. Bring the hand to the low back. And then move the shoulder back. Just pull that whole shoulder back. And release. And the right palm comes up, fingers coming in. And make a fist, bring the fist in. And circle the wrist. Open and close the hand. Shake it out and draw the arm into the body. And lift the elbow up. Chin is level, moving the fingers down the back. And then release the hand, draw the hand to the back. And moving it up towards the shoulder blade and move the shoulder back, opening up that chest. And then go ahead and release, move the cushion away from the, and then come onto all fours. And we'll make some big circles with the arm, right arm going back, nice and slow. And then up to the ceiling and reverse. And then up to the ceiling, looking up, really moving that arm back. And then go ahead and thread it through onto the shoulder and the ear. Extend the left leg straight. Kickstanding the toes, lifting the left arm up and back. Nice deep twist here. And then exhale, draw the left hand down, right arm comes back up and back to the mat. And then the left arm comes up, big circles going backwards. And then up to the ceiling and reverse. And then up to the ceiling, looking up, drawing the arm way back. And then thread down through, onto the shoulder and ear, extend the right leg. As the right arm comes up, gazes up. And then release that down to the mat. Left arm comes back up and back to the mat. And looking at the hands, the fingers are nice and wide. Knees are hip distance apart, and we'll move into some cat-cow, but first we're gonna move the hips forward and back, all the way to the heels. Big circles, opening up those hips and low back. And reverse. And then come to neutral, and now moving with your breath, move into 5 nice slow cat-cows. So inhale, the head and the tail come up. Exhale, round the back. Go ahead and just move with your breath. The end of the breath is the end of the movement, and find the stillness. On your next exhale, round the back and bring the body down to the heels and come into child's pose. And then really grab onto the mat as you pull the body back. 3 deep breaths, really expanding the rib cage in the back and the side body. Finding the stillness in each of the poses. And then on your next exhale, move both hands over to the right, hips move to the left. Release the neck and shoulders, couple breaths. Inhale here. And then exhale over to the left, draw the bum back to the right. Deep breaths into the side ribs. And then inhale back up to all fours, come onto the knees, and then grab your block. And maybe something under your knees if you need it. And we'll start with the left leg out to the side. The block can be on either side. And then come back up onto the knees. The arms are shoulder height. And we're just going to rotate the palms back and forth. Just notice what that does to your shoulder blades. Opening those joints. And then come to neutral where the palms are facing up. Exhale, side stretch, reaching over to the left. Couple breaths, pulsing a little deeper as you exhale. Inhale, release slightly. Exhale, deepen. One more time, inhale. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, back up. And exhale, twist to the left. Way back. And then inhale to the extended left leg. And then just draw the chest to the top of the foot, tall spine. Each inhale, we release slightly. With each exhale, we deepen. Little micro movements, slowly moving the chest to the top of the foot. Kind of massaging the back of your leg with your breath. And then on the next exhale, draw the forehead towards the knee. Take a breath. Inhale, come back up and draw the right hand to the mat and stack the left arm straight up, moving that left arm back, opening the chest. And then exhale, come down onto the forearms. And then move the torso forward slightly and back, feeling different parts of that inner thigh beginning to release. Relax the inner thigh. Deepen down with the chest. And then inhale, come back up. And we're just going to reverse. So we'll move the right leg out to the side, grabbing your blocks. Come back up onto your knees. Inhale here. Exhale, side stretch. And then deepen on the exhale, release slightly on the inhale. One more nice deep. And then inhale back up. Exhale, twist to the right, looking way far back. And then inhale to the extended leg. And exhale, drawing the chest to the top of the foot. Releasing the back of the leg, deepening with the exhale. Releasing with the inhale. And then draw the forehead towards the knee. Deep breaths here. Deepen a little farther. And then inhale, come up. And bring the left hand down to the center of the mat. The right arm comes up, reaching back, gazes up. And then exhale, come down onto the forearm. Releasing your inner thigh. Deepen a little farther. And then inhale, come back up. And we are gonna come onto our knees and extend the left leg straight. Grab your block. And then just point and flex the foot. And then with the foot flexed, inhale here, exhale, drawing the chest to the top of the foot. Again, using your breath. And then round the back, forehead to the knee. Inhale, come up, foot is on the mat, hand on top of the knee, deep lunge. Raise the right arm up by the ear, looking up. And then gently turn a little bit to the right and lift up a little bit farther. Should really feel this in your front hip point. And then exhale, draw the hand to the left side, twisting to the left. And then come back to neutral, bring the foot to the outside of the mat, come into a runner's lunge. Inhale, come up. And we're just going to switch legs. Right leg goes straight. Grab your blocks. Tall spine, and then point and flex. And then with a flex foot, inhale here, exhale into a fold. And round the back, forehead to the knee. Deep breath into the back body. Inhale, lift up. Top foot is on the mat, hand on top of the knee. Deep lunge. Lift the left arm to the ear. Gaze goes up. And then gently twist to the left. Lift the chest a little bit farther. And then exhale, twist to the right. And then inhale to neutral, draw the foot to the outside of the mat, come into runner's lunge. And then inhale, draw the back feet back into downward facing dog. So maybe try a different hand position here. It's kind of interesting if you bring the baby fingers to the edge of the mat a little wider. And then maybe the feet go a little bit wider. Bending the knees quite a bit. Let the head drop in between the arms. Pressing as if you're pulling the mat away from your feet. And now straighten the legs. The tail is still up. And then we're just going to drop the right heel down, curl over the left toes. And then just pedal out that way. Really crunching the toes as you do that. One side, then the other. And then drop both heels down. Look at your hands, walk your feet to your hands. And then nice wide stance, grab opposite elbows, let the head relax. And then just twist over so that the left elbow goes out as we move to the right leg. And then over to the left, the right elbow goes out. Over to the right. Nice twist. You should feel this in your low back. Over to the left. And then back to neutral. Bend the knees. Come all the way up to standing. And back to the heart. We're just going to do one strap thing today for the shoulders. So grab your strap. I think you can see me here. So we're going to start here and we're just going to go back, till about the low back, and then come all the way up and forward, down to the belly, come up and back. This is probably a really good thing to do throughout the day when you're working on your computer. It might really help open up your shoulders and your neck. And then one more time down. And then find the sweet spot. It's different maybe for everybody, where you feel the most pull, if you will, right in the shoulder points. And then really breathe into the chest, really puff the shoulder out. Feel those pecs really begin to open. And then come all the way up so it's overhead. And with a tight hold, just nice side stretch to the left. Keep holding, nice wide grip over to the right. And then back up to standing. And one more time, find the sweet spot. Deep breaths, puffing the chest. And then go ahead and release and move the strap away. Come to the front of the mat. Hands to the heart, close the eyes for the moment. Come back to what it is you want to release. It's almost as if we usually feel into the positiveness, but we're, at least if we want to release it, it probably isn't so positive. But sometimes it's good just to acknowledge the dark sides that we have that maybe we want to change or just get rid of. And then drop the hands, inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, we'll come into a plank. You can have a high plank or you can come onto your knees. And we're gonna hold our plank for we're gonna go for 40 seconds. We've been doing 30 seconds for a while, so this is probably one of the best complete body strengtheners. Keep pulling your belly button into the spine so it lifts the torso away from your wrists. Oh my gosh, it's already 30 seconds. Good job, 40 seconds. Come onto your knees, your chest, and your chin. And then extend the legs straight behind you, elbows by the ribs. Inhale to cobra, baby cobra. Exhale, come down, extend the arms back, palms facing up. Inhale, exhale, lift. And we're gonna pulse the arms up to the ceiling, building some strength in those triceps. Keep going. A little bit more. Keep going. 5, 4, 3. Remember tapas. Anything that's hard is going to help burn away what it is we don't want. 2 and 1. And then draw the body back into child's pose. Take a breath. And then curl the toes under, come into downward facing dog. Look at the hands on the exhale. Inhale, flat back. Interlace the fingers at the low back. Squeeze the shoulder blades as you draw the arms up and away. And then release the hands, bend the knees, arms come up and overhead. Reach back to a little baby back bend. And then hands back to the heart. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, high plank. And low plank. Hold it here just for a moment. Hold it. And then inhale, draw the torso through the extended arms into upward facing dog. Take a breath here. Puff the chest out. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Deepen a little farther. The torso comes through the arms, lifting the hips up to the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale, both feet to the hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Grab the backs of the calves, forehead towards the knees. Lift the hips up to the ceiling. Release the hands, bend the knees, come up, arms overhead, and back to the heart. And again, inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, high plank. And low plank. Hold it, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look at your hands and bring the right foot forward. Come up into warrior one. Square in the hips. Deepen into that front knee. And then we're going to raise the right arm up to the ear, left arm to the low back. Bring the belly button into the spine as you drop into the right knee and lift the gaze up in the chest, holding on to the low back. And then we'll bring the right hand to the low back, the left arm comes up to the ear. And then both hands grabbing forearms or elbows. Lift the chest. Lift the gaze. Deepen into the front knee. And release the elbows. Arms come up and overhead through the heart center. And we're going to bring the right arm forward into warrior two and bring the left hand to the back of the head. Make sure your knee's not over your ankle. So you can feel that elbow going way far back. And now extend the arms straight behind. Notice how the left pec is, the chest opens up just a little bit more. Deepen. Really press into the foot, to the right foot. Drop the left hand down, reverse your warrior, gazes up. And then exhale into extended side angle, arm on the leg or the mat as the left arm comes up to the ceiling. Keep pressing the weight into the front foot. And look down at the mat, come back up to warrior two. Drop the hands down, extend the front leg straight, and we'll move into Trikonasana. Arms are swoosh forward, and just let the hand drop where it may. Left arm comes up. Keep drawing that chest back, arm back. It's a bit of a twist here. Open it up. And then look down at the mat, come back up and through your vinyasa. High plank, low plank, inhale up dog, exhale downward dog. Take a breath, bend the knees, drop the head into the arms, and then straighten the legs. Exhale, bringing the left foot forward. Come up to warrior one. And we're just gonna open up the chest. Keep moving into that front knee. And again, we're gonna rotate the palms back. Just twisting the hands, twisting the arms and the shoulder. Freeing up those shoulder blades. And then keep the palms up. Bring the arms up and overhead. Into warrior two. Front arm goes forward. Right arm comes to the back of the head. Find your stance. Open the right shoulder. And then extend the right arm straight. Drop the right hand down, reverse the warrior, gaze goes up. Really breathe into that left rib cage. And then exhale into extended side angle. Pressing into that front foot. Look down at the mat, come back to warrior two, drop the arms, straighten the front leg, and then swoosh the arms forward into Trikonasana. Keep rotating, twisting back. Look down at the mat, come back up, and then through your vinyasa. High plank, low plank. Inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. And then raise the left leg back behind you. Circle the ankle, right and left. Bend the knee, open the hip, drop the right heel. And then square the hips, bring the left knee to the left wrist. Inhale, come up to the fingertips, looking up, making sure that right leg is nice and straight, hips are square. And then exhale, come down onto the forearms or stacked fists. On your next inhale, bring the left hand to the center of the mat, reach for the right ankle, draw the heel into the bum. And then pull the leg away as you look to the left, opening that right shoulder. Draw the heel in, look to the right. Draw the heel away, look to the left. And one more time to the right as you draw the heel in. And then release that ankle, come onto the left hip. And we'll move the right leg to the outside of the left knee. And square the hips a little bit. Get ready for a nice deep twist to the right. Right hand comes behind, left arm comes to the knee or behind. Twisting from the waist, the ribs, shoulders, and neck. And then go ahead and release, counter twist to the left. And then move the legs back into downward facing dog. Raise the right leg, drop the left heel, circle the ankle, right and left. Bend the right knee, open the hip. And then square the hips as you draw the knee to the right wrist. Extend the left leg straight. Lift the chest. And then exhale, come down into pigeon. We'll be here for 5 nice, long, deep breaths. Find the silence, find the stillness and the peace. On your next inhale, draw the body up. Right hand comes to the center. Grab the left ankle, draw the ankle into the body. And then move the heel away, look to the right. Draw the heel in, look to the left. And again to the right. And one more time to the left. And then release that foot, come on to the right side of the hip. And we're just going to bring that left leg to the outside, or you can extend the leg straight. I'm going to do that for my new hip and twist to the left. And then come back to center, bottoms of the feet together, draw them in, grab the feet, inhale, the chin comes up, gaze comes up, chest is nice and puffed out. And then exhale, chin to the chest, forehead towards those toes. And go ahead and release that. We're going to come onto our back. And feet are hip distance apart. And we're going to drop the right knee down, lifting the right hip up. And then drop the left knee down, lifting the left hip up. And then over to the right. Really get a nice deep stretch in the top of the thigh and the hip. One more time on the left. And then come back to neutral. And we're going to do some just rocking the sacrum without lifting the hips. Just rock the tail up and down. And then we're going to press the low back into the mat. And with the front of the thighs, feet are firmly planted. Lift the hips up into a bridge. And then scooch those shoulders underneath. Interlace the fingers at the low back. Press the arms down. Gaze is straight up. Open the front body. Making sure your knees are in alignment with your hips. Lift a little higher. Keep breathing. Pressing into those feet. Lift a little higher. And then release the hands, slowly roll down. Take a breath. And then again, press the low back into the mat, lift the hips up. And we'll just do some little more strengthener here. We're gonna extend the left leg straight. And we're just gonna dip down into that right side. Really squeeze the glutes as you come up. 5, 4, 3, really squeeze, 3, 2, 1, squeeze for 3, lift, 2, lift, and 1. Drop that left foot, extend the right leg straight, and we'll dip and squeeze. It's like a Jane Fonda workout here. Good old Jane. So 5 and squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1, squeeze for 3, 2, 1, and then release, roll down, bring your knees into your chest, and maybe circle your knees. Both directions. And then come to neutral. Put the palms down on the mat underneath the bum. And then lift the legs straight up. Flex the feet. And then lift up. So really grab that core. Lifting up. And then we're going to drop both feet down about a foot. Making sure we really have that core. Come down like about another foot. A little bit farther. And then right above the mat. And then look at your toes. Holding it here. 3, 2, 1. Drop the head. Lift the legs. Lift the hips. And then come down a little bit. Really bring that belly button into the spine. Down a little farther. A little bit farther. And then right above the mat, lift the gaze, look at the feet. For 3, 2, 1, drop the head. And we're just going to flutter the feet up. And back down. And one more time, coming up. And down. And then allow those just to relax. Bring the right knee into the chest. Extend the left leg straight. Draw the knee over to the side body. And then again, back to neutral. And then we'll just bring that leg across to the left. Bring the head up and look to the right. Left hand can be on the top of the right knee. Nice deep twist. Find the stillness here. And then release the knee. Extend the right leg straight. Bring that left knee into the chest. Over to the side. And then back to neutral. And then draw the left knee across the body to the right, look to the left. And then inhale, back up. And then we'll move into happy baby. Bringing one knee in, extending one leg maybe, and then the other. And then bend the knees, extend the legs, and we'll move into Shavasana. Palms facing up. Let the body relax, being held by the floor. Relax the jaw, forehead and temples. The neck and shoulders. Arms, hands. Torso, hips, thighs, knees, lower leg, and feet. And now feel the whole body. Feel the vibration, the pulsation throughout your entire body, inside the body. Notice the radiance, the vibration on the skin and outside the whole body. As if you could expand out to the walls in your room. With each breath opening, allowing the body to radiate out in all directions. Feel yourself expand past the room into the house. Past the house, around the block. Keep feeling the expansion through the state, country, expanding farther out across the whole world and into the atmosphere, up to the stars. Feel the lightness of being. Feel that connection with the universe. Feeling that soft stillness. And just be, just as you are. Fully connected. Just pulsating. Slowly begin to come back from the stars, back to the earth, back to the country, the state, the city, your block, your home, the walls around you in the room. And bring this peace with you as you observe your body lying on the mat. Still fully connected. With that pulsation of life. And then slowly begin to move your tongue around your mouth, brushing your fingers against your thumb. And coming back to a deeper breath. And when you're ready, roll onto a side. Bring your knees up just a little more. And slowly make your way to a seated position. With your eyes closed, still feeling the radiance that you are. The beautiful emanating energy. One with everything. And come back into your heart and feel whatever it is you want to release. Allow that just to be released. Anything that isn't serving you. And allow this light, this energy, this beautiful love universe, just fill all those spaces with your truth, with your love, and with your peace. Complete and whole. So if you'd like to join me in closing, putting your hands in the prayer mudra, bringing your thumbs to your forehead for peaceful, loving thoughts, to your lips for kind and wise words always, and to your heart that's always open, always willing to give. Namaste.